Welcome to Teachers Tech YouTube channel. Today we are going to see about 3D aerofoil using Python. So first of all, aerofoil is the cross section of an aircraft wing. So this aerofoil, there are so many aerofoil like NACA 4-digit, 5-digit, 6-digit, and so other aerofoils are available. So first I am going to download this aerofoil in two dimension 2D. Okay, so airfoiltools.com. In this website, so there are n number of aerofoils are available. Okay, you can drag it here. So based upon your need you can select any one. So here I have selected NACA 0015, and you have to give the card means the distance between this tip of leading edge and the trailing edge. This leading edge is trailing edge, this distance is the card length, so that we can give. So whatever the data you need you can enter here, select the narrow file, and then click plot. So once you click the plot, the Terra file will be available here. Now click CSV file of coordinates. So once you click this one, the file will be downloaded. Okay, so this is the file I already downloaded. This is the file, you will get it in Excel, but it is not in Excel format, it is in CSV. Okay, so here the coordinates of aerofoil is available here. So first thing is you have to save this one file, click save as. Okay, and you have to go to the our root folder, that in C drive, users, and your username, and here I have created a folder called Teachers Tech. Okay, and here you save it in a different name. Okay, so now I'm saving this in, I already saved here. So like this I'm saving the file. Okay, so why I am saving in root folder means, so in the Python program, it if the file available in the root, okay, then we can able to easily call here in the file. So this is the root folder, here our file is saved. Okay, right, this is a program. Okay, so once you run the program, this is the conversion, the 2D is converted to 3D airfoil. Okay, this will be the output. So we can modify this one. So first I explain the program. So here the program I divide into 5 parts. The first one is the first part. Here I am going to import NumPy. So NumPy means numerical Python. Okay. So hereafter I am going to call this particular NumPy as NP. So wherever in the program I want to call this particular numerical Python, I will simply enter NP. See here. Like this I have called. Okay. Similarly, I am going to import a command for plotting the graph. For plotting this graph, this particular axis 3D is needed. So we have to import. Then we have to import a CSV. So CSV, we are downloading the file in CSV format. To access that CSV file in Python, you have to write this command: import CSV. Okay, then I am initializing capital X, capital Y, capital Z with an empty space. Okay, so now this empty space I'm going to fill with the data that is available in the CSV file. Okay, so if we see the CSV file, so once if we save this file as here, now next step is I will delete all these particular files. I mean, sorry, this particular rows, sorry, columns. This one, delete, right click, delete. Okay. Similarly, in the below, exactly, sorry, from here to last. Okay, right click and delete. Okay, only the value should be available. Okay, then whatever value given for the card length, that you have to enter here. Okay, up to the last, enter this 150. Okay, this is what you have to do before starting this program. So now here the first command is with open. This is nothing but the file name which we have given here, that is in the root folder. In this root folder only we have converted into like this. Okay, these values. So now this file is going to be called in the program. Okay, this R stands for reading. Okay, and hereafter this file is called as a CSV file. Okay, so here next command plot is equal to csv.reader. This command is executed from this. Okay, so here I am calling the CSV file. CSV file means this file, and then I am asking to make it as a delimiter. Okay, so after uh, executing this one, next x.append means adding. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add some value to the x.append means I'm going to add some value to here. What value means? It is a float and it is in the row 01. So here in Aka 0015, this is row 01, this is row 1, this is row 2. Okay, so as per the program, I close this one. Okay, see here, this row 0 is nothing but this is first one A, and row 1 is nothing but B, and row 2 is nothing but C. Okay, so whatever the data in the row 0, that is A column, that everything is going to add it in this empty cell, and whatever the data in row 1, that is B cell in Excel, that is going to be added in this empty cell Y, and similarly Z. So whatever the data in row 2, that is C in the Excel file you see is column C, that value is added here. Okay, so now we are filling this one. So next part, so after filling this data, I am converting this into an array. So array is nothing but collection of data with same data type. So you see now I am converting whatever the data available here, I am going to convert into an array. Now first we check this x and this x value. Okay, see if I put the capital X and I run. Okay, so this is the data you see here. This is the data. This data with comma, added with comma. This delimiter. This is the delimiter. This added here. Okay, now if you see, this is converted into array. If you run the small x, okay, see this is an array. Okay, in array format it is converted. Okay, the same thing we are going to do for the y and z. Okay, so in z I am making an array x comma y comma z. So I am combining the three. Now you see how the z, small letter z look like. So x, y, and z. Okay, that is column A, column B, column C. Now everything is converted into an array. Okay, so these are the three steps. Once these steps is over, then the next step is plotting the graph. Okay, figure is equal to plot dot figure, comma, and that equal to num1. That means number one, first figure. Okay, then figure size, the total size of this you can control with this one. I have, this should be in float value, that is with the decimal point. So 10.0 comma 9.0. If you want to change, you can change it. Okay, then clear is equal to true. That means, so you are running this file second time, the previous stored file will be cleared. Okay, now for example, if I'm running this file again, then this picture won't stay here, it will be removed. The new image will be displayed here. That is what the meaning. Okay, next, ax is nothing but axis. So ax axis, the figure dot add subplot. So here this is a plot. This is the plot. Outer part is known as a plot, and this particular aerofoil is called as a subplot. This is subplot. This is plot. Okay. So now we are in subplot. We are placing the location where it should be placed. It should be 1 comma 1 comma 1. Okay, from all the distance. Okay, this place, from here it is 1, from here it is 1, from this side it is 1. In this keeping this distance, this particular image is, this particular subplot is placed. That is, from here, here it is 1, from here it is 1. See this particular grid, this square box is nothing but 1. Okay, this square box is nothing but 1 square box place is there, empty. See here, this one square box place is empty. Here also one square box place will be empty. So this is the thing where we are going to keep. Okay, then project 3D. So using this only, we are projecting this object into a 3D. Okay, next, this is the command for making the surface. For making the surface. So ax dot plot surface x comma y comma z. This should be small letter. So because we are going to plot only for the array, so for this array, we are calling here and making a plot. Okay. Then here ax dot set title. So you want whatever the title you need, you can write here. Is the format for that one, writing title. And here the label x, y, and z. That also, if you want to change here, you can change it. Okay. So after finishing all this, I want to export this file as a PNG. Okay. So if you want, you can change it to JPEG. So this is the command fig.savefig with the file name. Okay. Once if you run this command, okay, once you run this command, you go to your root folder. Okay. Here you will find that particular file. Okay, right, run here. Yeah, I run again. Okay, now you can see here the file is available. So from this file you can, yeah, this in PNG format. So now you can insert this file in your Word document or any report generation. You can use this one. Okay, that's all. So here we are just converted this two-dimensional aerofoil to a three-dimensional one. So this is for if you want to draw a 3D aerofoil for any report or project work, you can keep this one. Thank you for watching. If you have any doubt, you contact me in comment section. Thank you. Thank you all.